Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's two games will be in the Haarlem, however you pronounce it. I'm going to call it Haarlem for the sake of this video. And yes, I'm referencing a Rolling Stones song. For those of you who know, you know. And so today we've got a lot of human players. Actually, it looks like all human players, which is great. It makes it a little more challenging, or a lot more challenging in many cases, because I'm not that great of a player. Good enough, I think. Either way, we're not going to get bogged down into who killed who. What we are going to do is launch and bomb strike out in the distance where there's no ships, because I've found that you could use the airstrike here from the Dutch line as sort of a scout. And there we go. I've spotted the hipper way before I would have seen it without the airplanes. So fired some shots out at the hipper. Now I'm going to start turning, because usually there's 2 to 3 ships that come down this side of the map. So the hipper may not be alone, and I definitely don't want to be heading continuously straight down this path. Were I in a battleship? Maybe, perhaps, it depends. There's only 2 destroyers, but I don't want to go against a hipper and some other battleship all by myself, and it kind of looks like I am doing that. There's an Anhalt. I believe that's a German battleship. I'm not sure if it's a battleship or battle cruiser. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Either way, I'm going to fire some more shots, and then I'm probably going to start to get out of here real quick, because I'm going to be way outgunned and way outmatched. As you can see from the mini-map up in the upper left-hand corner, I have no friends here. So it's time to run away. Flee! As some would say. And I'll just continue to take shots here. And if I remember this game correctly, the hipper pretty much follows me the entire game. They're just out of range of my bomb drops there from the airplanes. And it's a neat feature. It's the new gimmick for the Dutch line, because otherwise the Dutch ships, I feel, are kind of unremarkable. They're not horrible, at least from my experience up to this point. They're just not great. They're not fantastic. There's really nothing to write home about. Now, the one viewer who suggested I play the ships in the line, or play this line, seemed to enjoy them. And you know, I to each their own. I don't dislike playing them, but like I said, there's nothing super remarkable. The airstrike is a neat feature, and if you employ it correctly, you can do quite a bit of damage from it, with it, I should say. Especially if you're trying to hit an opponent on the other side of an island, let's say, where your guns can't reach them, their guns can't reach you, but your airstrike can reach them. And you can generally set some decent fires and do some damage. And the hipper's still chasing me, and there's ouch. Shots in from the Anhalt. Probably firing HE. I'm now on fire, and I'm still fleeing, and my team has gone to the top of the map for whatever reason. We're also down 2 ships to none of theirs. That's terrible. But I'm just going to continue to move in this direction, try to maybe regroup with my team, support them in any way I can. And, oh look, there's a destroyer. Why isn't he going for the... Okay, that's odd. Usually an enemy destroyer this close to the cap circle might try to take the cap circle. This is normally what a lot of destroyer players seem to do in my experience. But oh, that's maybe why, because the lightning is there. You're going to try to take the cap circle.
The situation is under control.
So I'm dropping in a airdrop right in front of where I think they will be. I got a couple of hits from that. The guns on the Haarlem... Hey, you got a kill. The guns on the Haarlem are 203 millimeter. They're okay. Again, nothing, in my opinion, nothing spectacular. Nothing to write home about. Nothing mind-boggling great. On the upside, they're not bad guns. They're not bad guns. Maybe a little slow on the reload, but they're not bad guns. Now for equipment, I'm running the main battery modification 2. I'm running the propulsion modification 1 and steering gear modification 2. And I feel this gives me pretty good performance out of the ship for so far as speed, maneuverability, and firepower there. But And yeah, I'm just using, again, the airstrike as sort of a scout to see what ships are behind me, where they are. And this way I know what's behind me, and can I turn my guns to the front to engage the Z44 there, Z44. And yes, that is now dead, so it's 3-on-3 now. And we are equal on points, which is great. I'm going to use my bombers again, I think, to act as, again, scouts, because I can see the one ship, but I don't see the hipper. And I know the hipper is back there someplace. Been tormenting me all this game. And sure enough, there's the hipper, there's the Anhalt. Just used up my second repair kit. Shots out. Now I believe in this match I'm firing all armor piercing. But let me know if you guys do a lot of mixing it up, or do you prefer only HE in this ship. I found certain vessels, let's say the Atlanta, HE is fabulous. I rarely use the armor piercing, but again, you guys let me know. And there's an Amagi in front of me. This is a problem. Now I'm not sure what the Amagi's guns are. Well, they were pointing away from me. Now they are pointing towards me, and I'm going to be dead any second now. But let's see if I can get an airstrike off to maybe accumulate some more damage on this Amagi before I go down. Which at this point would be any. Well, I have 100. How am I still alive? 167 hit points left. Okay, I'm done now. Yep, there I go. The Amagi got me. I didn't know where the Amagi was. I was so concerned about the two ships behind me. So there I go. And after a little while, we wound up losing. Yeah, 872 to 976. So we lost on points. I did get some good captain points there. And if we look at the other stats, I destroyed one ship, got a Citadel hit. And where did I land? In the second best in the team, which isn't bad. It's disappointing that we lost altogether. But here we are in the next battle, and hopefully this one will be a victory. I think it is. This game also has, I think, all human players in it as well. So again, more challenging, and there's a lot of players out there that are very, very good at this game. And that presents a challenge. So it looks like me and a destroyer are heading up towards capture point A, which is great. I'm again going to use my bombers as a scout just to give me that extra range, extra vision. If you guys do this, I think I've already said this in the video, but if you guys do this, let me know in the comments below. I only discovered this trick a few months ago, and it's pretty useful. I don't mind sort of wasting the bomb strike because the bomb strikes aren't that good. They're not that devastating. To a destroyer, they could be, but for the most part, for most ships, you're going to be setting a fire, doing minimal damage. Again, it helps in the overall performance of the ship, but it's not a game changer, as it were. This Cleveland, though, can be a game changer because they can fire a lot of HE shells, which I don't think he is at the moment, but that's okay. I'm turning away because I really don't want to deal with all those guns firing at me rapidly. See if we can get some more shots out. It looks like our destroyer is going to turn around and engage. So I'm going to turn around and re-engage. I also don't know if the Cleveland is all alone or if there's another ship in there someplace. Looks like we got one of the destroyers already, which is good. But there's still another destroyer out there. Alright, we jumped ahead a bit, and I've launched another bomb strike out in between these two islands here, just to, again, see if we can do a bit of scouting and see if there's a destroyer just waiting on the other side of those islands to launch torpedoes at me. And there isn't, or at least doesn't appear to be. So we're going to continue rolling. If I'm not mistaken, that Cleveland has gone undetected just north of capture point A, probably heading towards B. Skipping ahead just a bit, I'm going to launch... Oh, there's the Cleveland. He's hiding on the other side of the island. I could have used the bomb strike on him, but I didn't realize until it was too late. But on the upside, it shows me that he's all alone. There is no other destroyer over there, and it looks like our Synop is just rolling right up on him. Oh, that poor Cleveland. I feel for him. Oh, there's the enemy destroyer straight ahead of me. I think it was our destroyer that probably spotted him. And what is going on? Oh, that's right. He looks like he's inactive. He's not awake. He's away from keyboard, whatever it may be. So This looks like it's going to be a turkey shoot. My destroyers launch torpedoes at him. I'll drop bombs on him. You can see the bomb strike can do quite a bit of damage to a destroyer. Now he's too close, so I'm just going to have to use guns on him. But he's not moving, so he's totally away, disconnected. Maybe I had to go to the bathroom. Who knows? But this is my opportunity to remove this destroyer from the game. And with that, they are done. And so now both their destroyers are gone, and in return we've lost 2 cruisers. That's not necessarily a good thing. So we're going to start rolling back in towards B. They just lost to Cleveland finally. How did the Cleveland survive that long? I figured our Synop being right there just would have totally plastered them. But nonetheless, looks like somebody's capturing capture point B. Looks like one of our battleships, and he's heading all alone to capture point C. With this many ships in the game still left on the enemy team, I don't know if that's such a wise move, but I've probably done the same thing. If you've done the same thing, just charge towards a capture point all by yourself, outgunned, let me know in the comments below. And I think I fell asleep at the wheel here, got distracted by something, almost run into the island. Again, bit of a time skip there, just sailing along, doing absolutely nothing, but here comes the North Carolina, and I'm just going to start unleashing on it. And you can see I'm firing high explosive, and my hope and goal is to just light that thing on fire while dropping bombs, which would cause additional fire damage like that. And hopefully, if he doesn't pay any attention to me, I can destroy it. Oh, there's the Takao. It's a pretty good Japanese cruiser. I haven't played it yet, but I've encountered it, and it I think it has torpedoes. If I'm mistaken, let me know in the comments again below, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get this North Carolina. I am presenting broadside. We got to start turning and getting out of here. I'm going to do another airstrike, and one of my other teammates got it, which is good.
Enemy torpedoes spotted.
Yeah, there's some torpedoes, probably from that Takao, however you pronounce that Japanese ship. And the Alabama, as you may remember, I did a video on that in the last, that was the last video that I did. Anyways, it's launching some nice heavy 16-inch shells at me. I'm going to get around this island, use it for a bit of cover, and try to get capture point C. We are down on points on this one so far. We are coming around the corner here, and hopefully we can start. 14 seconds to go. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to win this game, but let's see if I can get another strike off. A few more shots, get a few more points. I get a capture assist. Life is good. Shots out. 1 second left. Looks like we're going to lose this game on points. So even though this game was a loss, I think it was a better showing for the Haarlem. And again, not a great ship, but not a bad ship. If your game experiences are different, let me know in the comments below. Set a lot of fires on that one. And came in second in the team. Not bad, actually, not bad. I'm going to continue playing the Dutch line. It is interesting enough for me to keep playing the Dutch line. Like I said, up to this point, the ships haven't been overwhelmingly spectacular, but they haven't been horrible either. The next ship in the line is the Tier 9 Johan de Witt. If you guys have that ship, let me know. I'm very close to getting enough points or experience points or whatever to get that ship. So if you have that ship and you think it's better than the Haarlem here, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you out on the high seas.